the word, but what people gonna do about what they say. If you would like to join this conversation, I don't want nobody to think that I left the number. So if you would like to dial in and join the conversation, you can dial in at 605-562-0444 or 717-734-6904. Press 1 pound to listen, star 2 to join the conversation, brought to you by Ngozi Kind Multimedia. You know, I I am who I am, you are who you are, and this world would be a lot nicer if people said the words and did what they say they was gonna do. It's always what people do that don't match up with what they say. I always learned that always do what you sell. If you sell a pitch, you know, are you gonna go and do that task you want everybody else to do, or are you gonna live by what you preach to everybody, or do you just want everybody else to do it and not get your hands dirty in any kind of way? What do you think about that?
Well, a little bit about me. I was a store manager at one point. One thing my mother instilled in me was that you treat people how you want to be treated. In doing that, I've always been in some type of management position wherever I've been. But I'm always comfortable in my skills and the things that I learned, that I don't mind teaching and showing other people the ropes. So, if I expect someone else to do something, I have to do it too, because I have to lead by example. So there was a point in time where, some of the ladies didn't like to clean the restroom, but we all used the restroom. So I had to show them that, yeah, hey, we all got to do this because we all use it. So I have to get in there and do some of the things that, some people think they above, because once we get to a certain level, a certain position, some people think that they don't have to do certain things. But I've always been that type of person where I don't want to, make myself come off as if I think I'm better than someone else. Because my mama told me, she say, the same roads you pass on the way up, the same people you bypass, she said, them the same people you gonna pass on your way down. So never think you're better than anyone. So that thing has stuck with me. And one thing that my apostle tells us now, and I try to live by that, she say, that you do for others, God would do for you. So that's what I try to do.
That's a true statement. Well, how do you feel when people always saying or preaching, do this, do that, and they never do it?
Well, one thing about me is, if I'm given a task, I'm going to complete that task, because I believe in completing assignments. I believe that, whether anybody else do it or not, there's always someone looking at me. So if I'm tasked to do something, I'm going to do it, because you never know who may be watching, and who may need what you're giving. So I don't look at what other people do, because I'm not them. I have my journey, and I have to focus on what is assigned to me. Yes, sometimes I may not want to do it, but if I'm tasked to do it, I'm going to try to follow it through. But if I'm ever at a space where I feel like, hey, I've had enough, this is not what I want to do no more, then I know how to, move on. Because one thing that the Creator has given us is wisdom. Um, so that's how I try to operate. I try to operate with gratitude and with wisdom.
And that's the true statement and spoken word that came from you. You know, one thing that I learned in this life is when